We are back, Sam Seder, on the fun half of the program. Let's go straight to the phones, ladies and gentlemen. You are calling from a 321 area code. Who's this?
Hey, Sam, how you doing? This is Marcus, the Brazilian.
Hi, Marcus. How are you?
Great, man. Love the interview with David. Dan, he's fantastic,
Thank you.
obviously. So just calling to see if you wanted to discuss the situation in Brazil right now.
Sure. I don't know much about it, but tell me, are you in? You're not calling
Sure.
from Brazil, are you?
No, I live in Los Angeles. I'm an American. I was born and raised in South Carolina, but I work in post-production in Universal, and I've lived in LA for 8 years. But my mom is Brazilian, and my dad's half Brazilian, and I have a lot of family in Brazil, and I'm actually getting married in June, and a lot of my family that lives in Rio de Janeiro and Recife, where they were going to come to Florida. We actually set the date in Florida so that they could all come. But because of the situation in Brazil, only 2 members are able to come because of the economy.
Wow.
And so, anyway, yeah.
Well, congrats on the wedding.
it's
I'm
affecting me
sorry about.
personally.
Yeah. So
Yeah, appreciate it.
So tell us
yeah.
what you understand
Mhm.
from your family.
So, so it's affecting me personally, but I believe it's going to affect everybody because we live in a global economy, and Brazil is the 8th largest economy in the world. The Brazilian government has a ton of money. It's not a poor country. In my view, it's not. So, I mean, I was there. I go there not too frequently, but I was there for the World Cup, and I was there the year before, and things looked pretty good, and I haven't been there since. So my mom went there last year, and she said it's a mess. Within a year's time, the economy just declined. So, but I called in because a lot of my family members see what's happening in Brazil right now as a good thing, because they're fairly on the right, and I'm on the left, and they see this as a good thing because they think that there's finally justice to get corruption out of the government. But what I'm trying to explain to them is that this plutocratic family that owns Global, which Global is the biggest news media in Brazil. It's like Fox News, ABC News, MSNBC, and CNN all rolled into one. So the elites own this news organization, and they're inciting the protesters to only attack the PT, which is the Workers' Party. So all the focus is lasered in on the PT, and it's really incredible. The hypocrisy is so incredible because, I mean, this is really convoluted, I know, and I could go on forever, but I suggest everybody read Glenn Greenwald's piece on The Intercept about this. I mean, it's hypocritical because I'd say 36 members that are voting to impeach the president all have charges of corruption on them. And even the vice president, who's actually on the other party, that would take over if she's impeached, he has charges on him. So, I mean, it's just, all the focus is on the president and the former president and their political party, the Workers' Party, and all the other parties are completely ignored. So,
I think we're.
It's really a mess.
I'm out to Greenwald, and we're going to see if we can get him on. It won't be for a couple of weeks, anyways. But it's fascinating and bizarre what's going on down there. I mean, I know that they're talking about impeaching Rousseff, I guess, who's the sitting president, and that her vice president leaked somehow a video or audio tape of him practicing his acceptance speech as president got leaked. I mean, it's just insane, it seems to me, what is going on down there. But
yeah, and Lula and Glenn Greenwald actually had an interview this past Sunday.
right.
And I sent it to WhatsApp Messenger to all my family. I'm like, everybody needs to watch this. And nobody watched it. They're like, we don't want to hear from this guy. He's a thief. He's a robber, which I'm not really sure. Like, he might be involved in some corruption. I'm not sure, but I think it's really important to at least hear him out and get that point of view of things.
Well,
So,
fascinating story. I'm sorry it's impacting you and your wedding and your family, but I appreciate your.
It's fine.
Oh, well, in that case, whatever.
Well, that's on you then, sir.
Look, just double the amount of alcohol at the wedding. Everything will work out fine. That's my advice to you.
There we go.
All right. Thanks for calling.
Yeah. No problem.
Bye-bye.
Good seeing you, Sam.
Bye. Did he say good seeing you? I think he meant good talking to you.
Maybe he's watching.
Oh, there you go. You calling from... Hi, I'm Sam Seder, and this is an Ann Coulter doll.
You should not be immigrating here. Yeah. Stay in your country and hate us.
For smart progressive talk and a little bit of this and even a little bit of that.
Mission accomplished.
Subscribe to our podcast, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and like us on Facebook to get some of our best video clips.